Hi everyone, it's MoonMageMedium. Today's reading is going to be about the first quarter moon phase, which happened earlier today. It is usually a time where we see obstacles that are seemingly against our goals, whatever we're trying to accomplish, whatever is our desire. And so it's important for us to, during this time, make decisions and create action plans for us to push through and to be able to jump over these obstacles. So during this phase, it's recommended that we spend some time, extra time, making decisions. Let's take some time to sit back and reflect on any decisions that we have made in the past that maybe caused some of these challenges, and the decisions also reflecting on what they might mean to you, what you can learn from them, those kinds of things, okay? And then, we can use our previous decision making and allow it to help us overcome at least obstacles in the future. So that's what the first quarter moon phase is about. Today we are just going to ask 3 questions that are related to these energies, and so let's get into it. What challenges or obstacles should we be aware of during this phase of the moon? Okay, what challenges or obstacles should we be aware of during this phase of the moon, and how can we overcome them? What challenges or obstacles should we be aware of? 3 of Swords reversed. What opportunities or possibilities are available to us during this first quarter moon phase, and how to best take advantage? We have the Knight of Wands reversed. What lessons or insights can we gain? What lessons or insights can we gain from this first quarter moon? We have 7 of Swords upright. We're just going to clarify these. We're going to clarify. We have Page of Cups reverse. Let's clarify what opportunities or possibilities are available and how we can best take advantage of them. 4 of Swords upright. And what lessons or insights can we gain from this first quarter moon phase that'll help us on our journey? Fortune reverse. At the bottom of the deck we do have the Sun, which I think is worth pointing out because it shows us that we definitely are on the right path, even though things may be a bit challenging at this time. Okay, it's all for growth purposes, it's all for, spiritual ascension purposes. And it's worth noting that even if you're going through some kind of challenging times, this is just like a wave, you know, it's just a phase. And you'll get through it. So the first question, which is, again, what challenges or obstacles should we be aware of? Both of them came up with pages in reverse. So pages are a part of the court card where they may be representing people in your life that are a little bit more youthful, sometimes innocent, or sometimes just straight up immature. It could be any of these things. Pages also are seen as messengers. So, you know, these people, they could be different people, you know, multiple people can be causing some kind of strain or challenge in your life. And so the Page of Cups, it could be somebody who, or let's start with the Page of Swords because the Page of Cups clarifies. So the Page of Swords means that you could be facing challenges related to information that you hear, communicating with others, or communication in general. This can be a time where there's a lot of miscommunication or misunderstandings, or just straight up lack of clarity, you know, when you're interacting with other people. Okay, again, these pages could represent other people. So it's important to be very cautious during this time, you know, especially when regarding information that you are receiving or information that you are sharing with other people. Okay, try not to react in an over the top way. Try to take what other people are saying into consideration, but also definitely with caution, because it's not really a time to upset others or yourself, really. That's just gonna create more strain when it comes to your goals. Okay, so when it comes to overcoming these challenges, at least with the Page of Swords reverse, just try to be mindful. Again, you know, try to pay attention to the words that you say, to your actions. You know, be more mindful of your actions. This is a time to think before you speak, you know, and again, to not act impulsively. When it comes to making decisions, you know, things may be a little blurry at this current moment. Try to get as much information about the situation as possible, you know, whatever is challenging you at this time, just so you can have as much clarity as you feel you need, you know, in order to make this decision, this big decision that may have come up during this time. And be honest. Be as honest as you can, be as open as you can when communicating and expressing yourself. And, you know, make sure that you come across very clearly, but also very respectfully. You know, that is also very, very important. So this Page of Swords being clarified by the Page of Cups, that again, this could be the same person, this could be different people, but this Page of Cups seems like somebody, you know, this is somebody who's emotional. Okay, so you may be encountering some kind of emotional challenges during this moon phase. You know, you may have a bit of trouble connecting with your emotions, or expressing yourself or your feelings authentically. That's also something that can come up at this time. And so in order to overcome those kinds of obstacles, make sure that you're taking time for yourself to heal any kind of emotional wounds that may, you know, old or new, that's just coming up at this time. Self-reflect, you know, if your emotions are, your actions may be contradicting your emotions or anything like that, just make sure that you're spending this time to self-reflect and take this time to understand yourself and, you know, where other people may be coming from. You know, acknowledge your emotions or theirs without judgment, because pages could be other people coming into your life, you know, so expressing some kind of truth to you, some kind of emotional truth. This can be related to people confessing their emotions or feelings towards you, that may not exactly be how you say, like, may not be, you and this person may not be in the right page, on the right page, which, no pun intended, but it's just what came up. So, you know, you and this person could be on different pages right now, and so if someone is expressing themselves or their emotions to you, just make sure that you're acknowledging and understanding these emotions without any kind of judgment. Okay, so to overcome these obstacles, just do a lot of self-care at this time, you know, or a lot of, and this could also be you, you know, if you're the one expressing your emotions to somebody or your truth to somebody and they're not receiving it the way that you would like, take this time to take care of yourself, you know, to really heal yourself and reflect on why this situation may have turned out the way that it did, you know, and express yourself during this time or continue to in ways that are creative, in ways that are that seek support from others, you know, from loved ones or professionals, you know, because I personally recommend that everybody seeks therapy of some sort, or, you know, just seek some kind of support from somebody who is an outside source, you know, who can look at the situation more objectively, and be compassionate with yourself, with other people. Allow your emotions to flow naturally, without suppressing them or, you know, denying them. So if they're there, yeah, express them, you know. It doesn't always have to be with the other person, but just make sure that if you do and it doesn't turn out the way that you want, that you are doing things that are, you're nurturing yourself during this time. You're not doing things that are self-deprecating, that are, you know, make you feel bad about yourself or the situation. You know, you're just being asked at this time by the universe to view, you know, to try to understand why things played out the way that they did or are playing out the way that they are, and to move forward, to learn from it, to learn from the situation, so that the next time an opportunity like this comes, with or without this person, you know, just in general, if it comes up, you'll be more experienced in this situation. You'll be more aware of things to do and not do that may have led to this challenge at this time. Okay, so overall, during this phase, just be mindful of the way that you're communicating. You know, try to seek more clarity, because things seem like they're not exactly clear at this current moment. This is a time to be patient with yourself and really focus on emotional healing. Okay, expressing yourself for sure, you know, again, with another person or just creatively, through art or music or whatever, and use this as a way to navigate any kind of challenge that you're facing or obstacles with greater ease, okay? So for the second question, which is what opportunities or possibilities are available during this first quarter moon phase, we have the Knight of Wands reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. And, to best take advantage of them, let's see, we have the Knight of Wands reversed. So, there may be some kind of opportunities or possibilities to take action, to pursue your passions, to go on any kind of new adventures. But with it being reversed, you're going to need to take some kind of careful consideration at this time, okay? You can't just really rush into action. You need to be a little bit more cautious. Try not to be so impulsive. The Knight of Wands is usually reckless energy, sometimes, or just impulsive, full of passion, and this is not the time to do that. Yes, move forward and pursue your passions, continue to do that, but just be a little bit more cautious when you do, and try not to do things that may end up creating a bigger conflict in the future, okay? And so again, this is just another time to pause, to reflect on your goals and your ambitions. Maybe that needs a little bit of tweaking. You have a long-term goal or, a long-term desire, but in this current moment, you may need to just refine a couple of things or just tweak things a little bit, or, just things are calling your attention to prioritize at this time, okay? And so try to come up with a real plan for yourself, okay? Take some time to evaluate any kind of risks, potential risks that you may take, or the rewards, just in your head, maybe do a pros and cons list about each opportunity that's presenting itself at this time. Should you pursue it? Should you not? And wait for the next best thing. And so, even though you're taking caution, it's not really a time to rest anymore. You probably experienced something, you probably went full force in the past, and it caused some kind of burnout, maybe a work situation, or it could be love, but it really seems just day to day, some kind of career related, or something that, took up a lot of your time, and you probably went full force, and it caused a lot of conflict, a lot of challenges, or just burnout. You needed to get out of that situation, and you did, and you rested, and you took that time to reflect. But now is not really a time to rest anymore. Now it's you're born from the ashes. You're ready to reemerge. You've recuperated, but now it's a time to pick yourself up and to get going again, but in a way that is more experience, with more understanding, that maybe you shouldn't go for full force anymore, you know, that maybe you shouldn't be so reckless or so experimental without really thinking about long term, without taking long term into consideration, you know, the long term consequences into consideration. So I think that you have now recharged. You've reassessed your situation, your priorities, you've replenished your energy. You probably took time to spend time with nature or just meditated a lot. You definitely recharged, okay? And so now you're more clear-minded, you have more of a level head, your emotions and everything are more regulated, and you can move forward in a way that is more balanced and in consideration of the whole picture, you know, the holistic picture of the situation. So, you know, take action to pursue your goals, but also make sure you're taking care of yourself at the same time. Embrace any new possibilities or opportunities that come into your vicinity, like, you know, into your life, but do it in a way that includes, you know, thoughtful planning, you know, caution, that kind of thing. You know, it has to be balanced, and still give yourself time to recharge when necessary, okay? And so the last two cards are representing what lessons or insights you can gain from this current first quarter moon phase that will help you on your personal and spiritual journey. So with the Seven of Swords coming out, you know, this card can represent a few things, you know. Sometimes I like to think about it in a way that means that you have to strategize more. You know, you have to be calculated in how you go about pursuing your goals, but it also means to be aware of, you know, this kind of energy that is deceitful, that is manipulative, that's dishonest, okay? Whether it's directed towards yourself or other people. So whether people are trying to deceive you and manipulate you or be dishonest with you, or you being in that energy towards other people. Okay, so it's a time to be very self-aware, to move forward with integrity, you know, take this time being mindful, you know, examine your actions, your motives, you know, make sure that your beliefs, when you're, you know, in day-to-day movement, that your beliefs are aligned with your values and your intentions. But yeah, definitely pay attention to any kind of deceitful energy, people that may be trying to, that are not being honest with themselves, and that you know are not being honest with you, okay? And it could also be, you know, in relation to these pages where they try to tell you their truth, or they, you know, try to manipulate you emotionally. So just make sure that your actions and any kind of behaviors are serving, or anybody else's actions towards you are serving your highest good, you know, are benefiting you in your personal and spiritual growth. You know, it's just, this is a really a great time to just embrace honesty, embrace authenticity, making ethical decisions, okay? Because maybe you were not doing that in the past, and it's cause some kind of burnout or just for things to not go the way that you originally planned, okay? And so with this fortune card, I believe this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is a thought-based deck, so it just says fortune, and the keyword is rotation. So this is a very, upright, it's a faded energy, it's continuous cycles for growth, for transformation. It's a very destined path. It's here to remind you that life is always changing, just as the moon phases change. It's in constant rotation. It's filled with a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And so from this current first quarter moon phase, you can learn to adapt better to these kinds of changes, to embrace the ebb and flow of life, with resilience, with openness. That's very essential at this time. You may need to be more open to changing areas that you may have resisted, for a long time. You may have resisted changing these outdated beliefs or patterns. Okay. Really use this time to reflect on how you can release any kind of limiting beliefs. Try again to embrace the flow of life and just try to continue aligning yourself with positive transformation. Okay? This is really a time to live with integrity, to be honest. You need to, in order to align yourself with what it is that you are desiring or wanting, you have to align your actions and your thoughts to those values, and to embracing change and to staying open to growth. You have to navigate your personal and spiritual journey with more wisdom, and these challenges, they are here to teach you. They're here to show you that maybe all of your decisions were not the best thing to do, or you weren't being honest with yourself. And so now that you've sat back and you're able to see things a little bit more objectively, you can move forward from a more learned space, from a more mature space. Okay? And that's gonna bring you towards a more fulfilling life life experience. Okay? Again, it's the sun. The sun came out at the bottom, okay? So this is all purposeful. You are going through these things with purpose. Things are being illuminated at this time. And it's all, you are on the right path, okay? It's just certain things, certain decisions you had to make in order to understand why that's not for you. Okay, everything has a reason, everything has a purpose. I'm gonna pull some cards from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. He is an obstacle remover. I love his energy. He's very playful. He likes to work with anybody. And so let's just see what kind of energies are present. Yeah, so we have number 25, be candid. Okay, be honest about the situation that's at play. Be honest with yourself. Live with integrity as you continue to move forward. Because if you're moving with this kind of deceitful energy, this secretive, low vibrational energy, that's the energy that's going to be mirrored. More deceitful people are going to come around you, and you don't want that. I think that you've already experienced that in the past, and it's not something that you want moving forward. So, and allow other people, to be honest with you as well. So be open to that. If somebody comes up with you with their truth, be open to receiving it and understanding it without judgment. Okay? And so let's get one or two more. We have number 45, prosperity. Yeah, so if you guys did experience some kind of setback, just know that it is for growth purposes, and it's for you to gain wisdom, and you are meant to be prosperous. You are meant to live a prosperous life. Just continue to believe that. Have faith that everything that's happening, everything that you're experiencing at this moment, is leading you towards that prosperity that you desire. So don't fret, don't worry. Yeah, it may feel overwhelming at this time, these challenges or setbacks, but you're still on the right path. And the last one we have is number 23, empowerment. So, take that time to really, take care of yourself and recharge your energy, and so you can feel empowered again, so you can feel like you are capable of continuing to move forward, in a very exciting, a very clear-minded, a very honest way. Okay, trust in your capabilities, trust in your strength, live in your power, and keep moving forward with this kind of energy. And so as we're overcoming these challenges, this may be a time where you have to be willing to prioritize open and honest communication, be willing to have difficult conversations, to address any kind of misunderstandings or conflicts. Try to really create a space that is promoting healthier communication dynamics, that's very honest and transparent. Continue to set clear intentions. Continue to be in this mindset of abundance and gratitude. Recognize any kind of blessings or opportunities that may come your way. Be willing to work hard and invest in your energy in areas that will align you with your desired prosperity, but again, not in a way that is entirely full force, that'll burn you out. Okay, and just embrace these new opportunities with dedication. Dedication to the work, dedication to your goals, and a positive mindset. Because really, there's no use feeling bad about yourself, especially when it comes to any kind of challenge. There's no use in really dwelling on the setbacks. Just allow them to be and learn from them and move forward, okay? With this abundance mindset, because that's really what's going to help you move forward. Recognize any of the blessings that and opportunities that come your way, but really be grateful about them. Really show appreciation to the universe. Say thank you for this experience, thank you for this opportunity, and feel inspired. Use this as motivation. Any kind of setback, use it as motivation to continue to move forward, to continue to change things in a positive way. Step into your personal power. Reflect on your strengths, what makes you talented, what makes you feel empowered, and seek experiences or knowledge that nurture your spiritual growth, that aligns you with your authentic self. And trust your intuition, always trust it. Embrace that inner wisdom and trust yourself, trust your path. Trust that everything that you're going through has a purpose, and as long as you remain honest and aligned in energy, aligned with your higher self, aligned with positivity and self-love and all these things, you're gonna come out on top, okay? You're gonna come out more balanced, and you're gonna overcome this a lot faster, these challenges a lot faster than you would if you were to continue to dwell and mope and not let these things go. Just see them as lessons. Let them empower you. Let them really give you the fuel to continue to move past this and towards your goals. And that's really the energy that is coming up at this time. So I can get, let me see. I'm just gonna pull because I really do love these cards. These are the Crystal Chakra deck. So let's just pull some cards. We have the solar plexus chakra, the yellow jade, and its keywords are tranquility and self-sufficiency. So it says, I allow tranquility to wash over me. I am self-sufficient in my endeavors. And the last card we're going to pull is for the crown chakra. It's the aqua aura quartz. The keywords are higher self and activation. So the mantras are, I always listen to my higher self and I activate my inner goddess. Okay, so you activate your inner divine self, okay? And you're always listening to your intuition and that being within you, in an honest way. You have to really practice distinguishing your ego mind and your egoic thoughts from your higher self. Your higher self is always communicating to you with love and with care and understanding, and honesty. If your thoughts are not representing that, any of those energies, then you have to really think hard about what it is that you're listening to. And it's usually ego, that's prideful, that's angry, that's judgmental, any of those things, okay? And allow yourself to live in tranquility, to be happy and okay with how things are at this moment. And choose things that allow you to be self-sufficient. And if you're not in a place of self-sufficiency, then change your ways in your life in a way that will allow you to be that way. Okay, I did say those are the last cards, and they are. I just put this box here because I tend to collect some fortunes, so we'll just pick a few fortunes that may be maybe relevant to you. It's my first time using these on the channel, so it says, only the prepared speaker deserves to be confident. So again, make sure that you are communicating in a way that is of love, that is very clear, that is very honest, okay? And if you need to prepare yourself for these very uncomfortable conversations, then make sure that you're not deceiving yourself or other people, you know, and communicate with a lot of transparency, okay? We have, you are the master of your judgments, your decisions, and your actions, okay? So again, this kind of goes hand in hand where you are in control, okay? Don't let your mind control you. Be in control of your mind and allow yourself to view life without judgment, you know, and make honest decisions, and make sure that your actions are always towards seeking the truth of the situation, okay? It says, fight for it, you will come out on top. We have, expect much of yourself and little of others. So that kind of goes with this self-sufficient energy, you know, try not to be so codependent, or, you know, rely on other people so much, and try to take responsibility for yourself and your life and for your actions, and move forward knowing that you are capable of achieving everything that you want on your own. You know, even if you do have people to support you, you're entirely capable of achieving these things, okay? And lastly, we're going to end it with this one, and I'm sorry again for the lack of clarity visually with this reading, but it says this life is a gift. So just always remember that, okay? This life is meant to be fun. It's meant to be prosperous for you if you allow it to be, and it's really just a precious gift, because we have to remember that we're only here for, on average, less than 100 years, you know. And even though time is relative, just remember, you know, we are eternal beings. We are source energy, and eternity is infinite. Eternity is billions and millions, and it's an infinite number, you know. It is there's no number to it, really. And just remember that we are here to have fun. We are here to learn lessons. We're here to grow and become better versions of ourselves every day. Life is such a precious gift. We're not meant to be miserable, okay? And if your life has been miserable up until this point, just understand that you are in control of your life, and you're in control of everything that you allow into your life, and just treat it as the precious gift that it is, okay? So with all that being said, I hope that this reading resonated with you all. I hope that you were able to get some insight onto your into your current situation, and some clarity. And so if this reading did resonate, again, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon in the near future. So until then.